Stop saving money. Do this instead. Firstly, everyone tells you to save money. Your parents said it. Your teacher said it. Save for a rainy day, right? But here's the problem. If saving money was the secret to wealth, every cautious saver would be rich by now. The truth? Saving won't make you rich. It'll just make you comfortable. Welcome to the Cash Code, where we decode the real money moves of the wealthy. And today, I'll show you why saving money keeps you stuck, and what to do instead if you want real financial freedom. Know these. 1. Why saving is broken. Let's face it, saving money used to work. Back when banks paid you 8% interest, groceries were cheap, and inflation was low. But those days are gone. Today, the average savings account pays less than 1% interest. Meanwhile, inflation eats 3 to 6% of your money every single year. So every dollar you save is slowly losing value. Let that sink in. You're literally getting poorer by saving. Most people think saving equals safety. But in reality, it's the illusion of safety. You feel secure seeing your bank balance grow. But what you don't see is that your purchasing power is shrinking. 2. The rich don't save, they allocate. Here's the secret. The rich don't save money, they allocate it. When they earn $1,000, they don't stash it away in a bank. They split it into categories. Some goes to emergency reserves. Some goes to assets. Some goes into cash flow investments. Some goes into skill building. They treat money like soldiers, not something to hide in a vault, but something to send out to conquer more. You see, money is energy, and energy that isn't moving is dying. 3. Saving creates a false comfort zone. Most people save out of fear. Fear of losing money, fear of uncertainty, fear of risk. So they keep stacking cash, waiting for the right time to invest. But that comfort zone is the biggest trap. Because while you're sitting there saving, inflation, taxes, and missed opportunities are quietly robbing you. It's like locking your money in a cage and throwing away the key. The rich understand something the average person doesn't. Money that doesn't move can't multiply. 4. The real purpose of saving. Now don't get it twisted. Saving isn't useless. It's just misunderstood. Saving should only serve 3 purposes. Emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. Short-term goals like travel, tuition, or business setup. Capital accumulation, to later invest. That's it. If your savings are sitting beyond those needs, you're not being safe, you're being stagnant. 5. The wealth formula, cash flow over cash storage. Wealthy people don't chase big savings accounts, they chase big cash flow. They understand that money sitting idle is a missed opportunity. So they use the wealth formula. Cash assets, cash flow freedom. They take cash, use it to buy assets, those assets produce cash flow, and that cash flow creates freedom. It's a cycle, one that never stops growing. Your goal isn't to save $10,000. It's to build something that earns you $10,000 every year without working. 6. The inflation trap. Let's talk about the silent killer, inflation. If inflation is 5% and your bank pays you 1%, your money loses 4% every year. So if you save $10,000 in 1 year, it's only worth $9,600 in real value. Now imagine doing that for 10 years. You thought you were being smart by saving, but inflation quietly stole thousands from you. That's why the wealthy treat cash differently. They hold just enough for liquidity and invest the rest into things that grow faster than inflation. 7. What to do instead. So if saving isn't the answer, what should you do instead? Here's the blueprint the rich use. Build an emergency fund. Keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account. This protects you from surprise events. Pay off bad debt. Credit card debt, personal loans, and high-interest payments eat your wealth faster than any investment can grow it. Invest early and often. Start small. Even $100 can become thousands with time and compound interest. Invest in ETFs, index funds, real estate, or small business ventures. Create multiple income streams. Don't depend on one paycheck. Build digital assets, side hustles, or dividend income. Invest in yourself. Books, courses, and skills are the highest return investments on earth. Knowledge compounds faster than money ever can. 8. The mindset shift. The biggest shift isn't financial, it's mental. Most people see money as something to protect. The rich see it as something to deploy. Fear makes people save. Confidence makes people invest. And confidence doesn't come from luck, it comes from education. Once you understand how money grows, you stop being scared to move it. You stop hoarding and start compounding. Because every dollar sitting still is a dollar that could have been out there working for you. 9. Money is a tool, not a trophy. Money isn't meant to be stored. It's meant to serve a purpose. To build, to create, to multiply. When you treat money as a tool, it starts building systems that make you free. When you treat it as a trophy, you end up worshiping it and watching it fade. That's why savers struggle. They protect money instead of putting it to work. But investors? They create wealth that keeps working long after they stop. So stop hiding your money from risk. Learn to manage it through calculated risk. Because the greatest risk isn't losing money. It's letting your money do nothing. 10. The rich person's savings plan. Here's how the rich actually save. 10% goes to emergency funds. 20% to investments. 10% to skill and self-development. 10% to liquidity, opportunities that arise. The rest? They live on it responsibly. They save strategically, not emotionally. They don't hoard cash, they harvest it for growth. And that's the mindset that separates the rich from everyone else. Final message: stop saving, start strategizing. So the next time someone tells you to save your money, remember, you can't save your way to wealth, but you can invest your way to freedom. Use your savings as a launch pad, not a parking lot. Because money that rests rusts, and money that works wins. If this video gave you a new way to see money, hit that subscribe button and join the Cash Code, where we turn ordinary income into extraordinary wealth. Because the goal isn't to save money, it's to make money work for you.